What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Swanky Disc Golf, or welcome for the first time. Thank you for joining us. We have a very special video for you today. Discraft is releasing a long-awaited slot in the driver space. We have the Paige Pierce Drive. The numbers on it are 11.5, -1, 2. We actually had a test flight drive that we included in a video a little while ago, and we kind of guessed that it was these numbers. We guessed that they're trying to put something up against the Innova Wraith, which has been the long-standing king of distance drivers, especially for amateurs. Even pros like Garrett Gurthey are absolutely bombing Halo Wraiths and stuff like that. So this is one flight number away. This one is -1.3 at the end. It is kind of surprising that Discraft hasn't had a challenger for the Wraith this close before, so we are so excited to do this. We here at Swanky are big fans of the Wraith. Pretty much all of us have bagged one for a very long time. I have Reed here behind the camera, and we are going to find out if the drive is going to kick the Wraith out of the bag. Let's get into it. Let's start with getting Reed to do a blind hand feel test. I'm gonna mix these up and see if Reed can tell which one's which. Gave the discs to Reed. His eyes are closed. He's not allowed to feel for the stamp is the thing.
I can only feel this rim.
Can only feel the rim.
The Wraith has a pretty large stamp on it, so I'm putting them behind my back so I can keep my eyes open here. I dropped one. All right, I think that the one in my left hand, this one, has a slightly wider rim, like would make it slightly faster, like very slightly, but that could be completely anecdotal. I'm trying to like hold them,
I'm pretty sure they have the exact same rim width. Online anyways, that's what it claims.
It could be anecdotal, but based on how firm the rim is, I would like to say that this one is the drive and this one is the Wraith, just based on the firmness of this plastic. And yeah, this one, it just feels like a little bit thinner on the rim. I can't tell you why, but that's what I think.
Go ahead and open your eyes.
Oh, I was wrong. Okay, so the Wraith is the one that I thought was a little bit thicker on the rim. They look so similar.
I'm pretty sure they have the same rim width. There was like one measurement that they had separate. Maybe I'll throw them on the screen.
Well, are we saying the PDGA can't make a mistake?
Yes.
And definitely this one was actually firmer on the rim. So I was harsh towards the ESP plastic, thinking that, yikes, this feels amazing. I thought this was my Wraith. Wow.
Crazy.
All right. Luke has been given the discs blind.
Okay. I think this one, I might be crazy. This one feels a little bit stiffer. I feel like when I was picking them, the drive felt like it had a tiny more give. I don't know what it is. Star Plastic has that give, but it still feels stiff. Don't know if that sounds right. This is like glossier almost. Maybe wrong. I think this is the drive.
You got it.
Nice.
You did it.
Yeah, this feels just the bittest stiffer than this. On the flight plate, that is. And this feels softer, like a little bit more tacky. It's not tacky, but it's more tacky.
Like marginally
than
tackier.
This. They both feel amazing. 11 speeds are going to be very, very comfortable for MA2, MA1 players, especially. I mean, there are some advanced amateurs who throw really far and can't putt. So you're an MA1 player, so you can throw a destroyer, you don't need this. But for most amateurs that are they're still not quite to 400 feet yet, but they're close, this is gonna be your crusher. Let's give it a few throws. I'm gonna try some forehand, backhand. I'm gonna start with the test flight drive, and we're gonna see if they made any tweaks between the test flight and the prototype. The flights on these guys are very, very similar. The drives are fresh out of the box, and I think they feel a little bit more overstable actually than this Wraith, which is a little beat in, not much. This is pretty true to what you might pick up out of a Star Wraith. I do believe that every manufacturer has their inconsistencies, but Innova is very famous for wide inconsistencies across the board. This even flies very similar to the test flight drive that we have. I think you'll get more consistency out of this. That being said, I don't know what it is about the Wraith. Something about maybe it is Star Plastic being a little bit less soft than this. There's something about the grip where it just releases out of my hand personally easier and better. Every single throw pretty much releasing the Wraith felt better, felt easier. I liked the flight out of the drive more, and I kind of like the softness. I don't know what it is about, maybe it's just the rim. Reed was mentioning the rims do feel a tiny bit different, even though I'm pretty sure the measurements are the same. I think maybe rim height is different, so that could be the difference maker, but I think I like the drive a little bit better overall. I hate to disappoint, but I think I'm here to tell you, pick whichever one is your favorite company. If you really like Star Plastic, go with this. These are so crazy similar that I'm having a very hard time picking a clear difference winner. Blind hand feel, I feel like I can tell a little bit difference in this plastic. This one's softer, which a lot of people like. This is closer, I feel like, to Royal Grand plastic than it is to Star Plastic. Some people don't like that though. Some people really like the feel of Star Plastic. That's what it's gonna come down to. And also consistency. Maybe some people have a really overstable Wraith or you have a really understable Wraith. Some people like that. Some people don't like the fact that you're not exactly sure what you're buying when you buy it. This one, Discraft has inconsistencies as well, but I feel like not near the margin that Innova does. Either way, Discraft doing an incredible job bringing out this awesome distance driver. They have the Scorch, which is also an 11 speed, much more understable though.
So like Luke said, they are very similar. There's gonna be some differences in these plastics. For me, I know Luke was saying he likes the release better on the Wraith. I like the feel of this plastic a tiny bit better. I really like a firm rim and a giving flight plate that lets me find this, like, my thumb feels right at home right here. Right at home. And I like that. So the cleanliness of the release is gonna be a little bit more there for me on the drive. And I think this will beat up to have a pretty similar flight. Like we said, this one's pretty used, so I think you're gonna find that they fly very similarly, but this is probably going to be a little bit more expensive, and that is something that you should take into consideration as well when you're choosing. But it is gonna come down to a matter of preference, and I think today I prefer the drive. It was pretty consistently going further for me despite having a more overstable flight. So yeah, I think this might end up kicking the Wraith out of the bag, at least for a while. I'm gonna try it and replace. We'll see how that goes. I'll keep you guys updated, of course, on how my drive journey is going, but yeah, in the bag. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Stay swanky.